One's a former NFL star turned esports coach.
But I was getting the stink eye from my wife. She's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing."
And one's a dad who can't stop playing Rocket League.
These kids these days, they're like, blah, 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 blah. We're used to jump and run.
Together, they welcome you to Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge.
Welcome into Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge, the ultimate destination for all things gaming. So, with my native tongue, Halito, side Folk, that means hello in Choctaw native language, and also legendary NFL running back home in Houston. Been traveling, been doing some things. I'm a gaming enthusiast, good friend of mine to my left over here, streaming with me. So we're gonna have a fun show today. I'm super excited about it today. So this is your weekly getaway to latest news in the video game and esports space and hottest game releases. We got a fun one today. It's a horror one, Alan. So be prepared for that. And in-depth discussion about other topics like our recap of Halo Episode 1 series from a few weeks ago. You still got it in your memory over there? What we talked about? More or less. All right. And what we did this previous week. So hang out with us, have a good time. So if you're a casual gamer or hardcore esports fan, my Gamers Lounge is the place for you. So it's something for everyone here. So grab your controller, settled in, or if you're at work, get your cup of tea, green tea. All right. And dive in. Let's dive into a dynamic world of gaming. So let me check this banner here and go to the check-in. We're done with the warm-up. Akido. What's up, man? We've been hanging out. He is right next to me. If you see the camera, I'm in the background. Yay, right there. So my man is in town. He's visiting. This is a second official visit to H-Town, and it's been awesome. We've been having fun. We went up to Dallas yesterday to go on a quest of One Piece playing cards that my wife was in like a virtual raffle. And she got the dub, basically. She got the dub. So that means the dub was going to this place called Round One, which is a big, what is it? Basically like Chuck E. Cheese, Dave & Buster's on steroids.
They imported a lot of like Japanese arcade machines and stuff like Hatsune Miku, like DDR, the music games, right. Initial D. Like it was great.
Yeah, and so it has an Asian feel. So I'm pretty sure this company has some ties with over either Japan, Korea, Singapore, anywhere over there overseas. Because I've seen online places like this over there, PC Bongs, and the way they do gaming. Like we're trying to do gaming here in a sense. And that place, Round One, is that we did find a location here in the Houston area too. So I'm super excited about that. But they're in Dallas as well, and maybe all over in other big parts of the United States. So did that, got the Luffy cards, then went to what we thought was one thing, but we fell into something totally different. Like we were going into this other location that it was supposed to be a restaurant that looked like being on a train, the little Demon Slayer restaurant-esque hangout spot in another part of Dallas, but it came out to be a Asian oasis. So it had Asian grocery store, it had sushi, it had Korean barbecue, it had udon noodles and ramen noodles. They had at restaurants, they had like 10 restaurants you could pick from. They had the Chinese corn dogs or Japanese corn dogs that you could with all the different Korean corn dogs. Sorry, correct me. Thank you. And Korean corn dogs. That if you haven't had a Korean corn dog, hey, you need to just treat yourself one in life. I know all the stuff you throw on it, it ain't it may not be good for your insides, but at least your taste buds will be happy. And I'm about that life, like once a week, once a month, a cheat day here and there. So it was called the H Mart, right? That's what it's called. I think
Yeah, we tore up that chicken, bro. They had that
Bro.
spicy and
This dude right next to me got the sweet and spicy 10 to 12 piece with fries. I had two. I had 2 of the 10. Delicious. Fire.
I was still full with that. It was crazy.
We took pictures. I don't think you post your pictures yet. Did you post them?
No, I didn't post anything yet.
Okay. Well, it's gonna get posted, but those wings were, and then they're good sized wings too. They weren't small. I did what was it? A hot plate with veggies. That's how big the wings were. What he just put up on the screen. But I did a hot plate with veggies, a little bit of beef, and a ton of we had green peppers, egg, onions, carrots, all this stuff mixed it together in a concoction of tasty, good stuff there, good healthy stuff. And we just kind of picked. Well, I say I picked off of each other's plate. Everybody else is kind of like, no, but I'm like, let's share. My wife is like, no, she never shared. She was a bad 5-year-old. She didn't share when she was a kid, so she don't share now as an adult. I'm like, man, come on, that little kimchi. She got a kimchi pancake, delicious. I had my little vegetable concoction. Akito had the sweet and sour wings, and Stephanie had the udon or ramen noodle bowl with spicy chicken. And she took my tofu, she threw it in there too. So it was like, oh. So taste buds were on Front Street yesterday for us at the H Market in Dallas area. Definitely going to be a return spot for me, and because I got $2 up there, so going to visit them one weekend. I'm gonna say, hey, I know a spot we need to go to immediately and go get some grill. And then before we left, we had a little taste of France. They had a little French style bakery right in the middle of the H Mark, and it had cronuts, it had donuts, they had the biggest donut in their inventory. It was looked like a glazed twist donut, long log style. It was long, and so we didn't get that one. They had a mango brochet or something like that, if I say that correctly. Creme brulee thing, something. And oh man, it's just so delicious. It was so delicious. And so, oh man, Akito, what'd you get?
I just had the basic like creme brulee. Like,
oh, okay.
It had a nice glaze on it. It was, it was pretty basic. After all the Korean, the spicy chicken,
Yeah.
That and Marie's cookies,
we waited a little bit. I said you gotta wait a little bit, let your stomach settle before you try to go into the sweet. So I did. I waited like an hour until I drive back home, and then I finally dug into my mango little tart. And then I haven't ate my cronut yet. My cronut's downstairs for dinner, for maybe dessert tonight. We're going out to eat, meeting up with my man Naughty. What's up, Naughty Cowboy? What's up? Shoot him. Text. So we got that later on, and then just some more hanging out. Gamer. Well, right now we're getting into the podcast. So let me look at the chat. We got CBC. Who is it? CBC Bubba. What's up, man? Yo, how you doing? We got Mo Luther. Go Pack Go. Appreciate it. Yes, indeed. They got preseason football right around the way going in here. So if you're first time into the Ahman Green TV or Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge, head over to my Twitch page, hit the sub, go on my YouTube, smash the subscription there as well. But then go to the about area. It's going to actually get remodeled here in the next couple of days, but read some information. You kind of get the gist of what we got going on and on this Twitch channel, what we're doing and what I do for my followers. Hey, I like to help out. I like to give back. So if you do your job, you consistently stream or you consistently watch my stream, you can earn some fun rewards. So you can read that in the about area. And so on that note, we're going to head to a quick, no. Yeah, well, I say a commercial break. We could talk more about what our weekend was like after this little break, but then we'll get into some quick hit news bites because we got some fun stuff to talk about that I wanted to bring. I brought up yesterday with my man Akito and crew. now I want to bring y'all into this. If y'all didn't know about this, y'all find out here in a few minutes. So let me get into a break here, and y'all find out how Madden ratings affect current players. So see y'all in a few. Peace. Whether you're deep in the digital world or out exploring the great outdoors, Slide Drink keeps the good times rolling. So power up your play with Slide Boost for energy, Slide Chill to relax, and Slide Dream to recover. No matter where your adventures take you, explore with Slide. Refresh, recharge, and repeat. All right, so we're in the quick. Oh, let me get to the hold up. I gotta go to the audio first before I even start doing all that. And we got right here. All right. Hit that again. All right. So up on the screen here, we got Microsoft teaming up with IKEA. It says there on the screen, Xbox is teasing a new partnership with IKEA. So as of updated back on Monday, or actually Sunday, yesterday, excuse me, August 18th, the partnership involves a line of Xbox branded featured furniture, gaming furniture. The gaming collection includes cushions shaped like a directional pad and an analog stick. The first of prototypes products will be shown at GameCon next week. And where's the GameCon at? In LA? Akito, you know?
I'll find out.
GameCon, I think it's LA or maybe New York or somewhere overseas next week. So it will be shown there.
Cologne.
Oh, Germany. In Germany. Oh, I was way off. Way off. All right. But in the original article, it actually was a X post. So it's safe to say, as it reads on it, that Xbox is everywhere these days. The American company has been rolling out a series of collabos with McDonald's, Fanta, and even WWE. Now it's Kia's turn to partner with Microsoft's gaming division. The Swedish retailer specialized in designing and selling furniture will be offering something related to Xbox. So for now, we only have a teaser. It's only like a 20-second coming up here. It is not clear what will come up with of this collaboration. Decorative items. Can't even say that word right. Controllers, and we'll likely find out very soon. So here's a little video here. I'm gonna hit the play button or hit the replay button. Like 20 seconds, it ain't gonna barely give you a taste of it. I don't even know what that is. That's the controller right there. And then that's a cushion. It's like a D-pad, and that's it. Bam, it's over. So that is it. So it's nothing but a teaser. They are teasing us to death with this, but I like collabos like this because obviously that means the gaming space is branching out, and a lot of folks that don't know about it will find out about it because they don't know about companies like Microsoft blowing up. What's up, Ludio? And the chat, and I just like the fun things that I could potentially go get at IKEA. Akito, what about yourself here, man?
Look, if I bring another thing in the house, Steph's gonna kill me. But I want to rep the Xbox merch. There was that other thing I showed you, like Xbox has been killing it. In addition to this, they had a McDonald's thing that's planned.
Yep.
They have a Lego set that's planned. Like they're trying to come back strong, and they really need to. Maybe they're trying to build on the stuff that Sony's doing, but this is the 25th year for Xbox, so if you're an Xbox fan, show up or show out.
All day, every day. So I like that collabo. And now I said we move on to the fun stuff here. So let me get this pulled up here, share my screen. As y'all see, y'all gonna see this letter that was written by former NFL player Evan Albright. As it reads there, letter to John Madden. It has strong language. So I know this is during the day. And I know most kids are in school this time, but I am going to still ask my boy Akito Shinoru to keep the read PG as possible because Madden 27 dropped last week, and now EA is going around, or even ESPN or other networks are going around interviewing NFL players about their Madden rating and what they feel about it. And so before we go into that video, we have a video of current players talking about their ratings, what they like and what they don't like. But here is Evan Albright, real quick. My man Hank Bastard show me this video. They'll show me this week, probably right before COVID year, so 2018, 2019, somewhere in there. And I was lost. I mean, I couldn't even get to the end. And Akido, take it away.
Yeah, he had me read this yesterday when we were driving up to Dallas, and now I was surprised I was able to get through it as well as I was the first time around. So, keeping the PG-13 version from the top. So, this is to John Madden, CC and EA Sports from Ethan Albright regarding being the worst rated player on Madden 07. Hi, John. My name is Ethan Albright, and I play line for the Washington Redskins. You probably already knew that, so I'll continue. I'm writing in regards to the overall player rating of 53 that I received in Madden NFL Football 2007. I feel this is, bullcrap, and you should kiss my butt. Ahmad Carwell was rated 78, and the Packers just cut his butt on Tuesday morning after his
Ahmad
performance.
Carroll, my old teammate right there. I didn't know that. I forgot he was mentioned in here. There you go. Sorry.
No, you're good. Feel free to chime in and stop me at any time. Cut his butt on Tuesday morning after his performance in a Monday night game. That's pretty terrible. The worst part is that his overall rating was a sniffing 80. You know what, John? Two can play this game. I rate you a 12. I rate you a 12 in Ethan Albright's 2000 forever, except for in the category of doing some other things I'm not going to say. That is where I will spot you a 98 rating. You'll receive this score because I will never give your blubbery butt a 99 in any category. Take that. Go do all Michaels or something. Boom. It's also pretty wonderful that my awareness rating was a 59. You make it sound like I wake up in the morning, helplessly poop myself, and then lose 3 of my teeth before I discover that I'm trying to eat a rock for breakfast. Man, John, I understand you saying that I'm slow and lacking athleticism, but a rating like this pretty much labels me as stupid. Rod, he hates me, unquote. Smart has a 52 in this category. Electronic Arts is saying that 7 rating points separate me and the breathing embodiment of the perfect oxymoron. Rod Smart struggled to arrange words in sentence form. Cavemen had better hold of the English language. The only actions that separate points of values of ignorance at this embarrassing level are things like using your own toothbrush to wipe your butt. I basically, said, Rod, for my lack of, butt teeth, if I take a night school at class, could you bump me up to a 60? I guess I can't fathom the fact that I'm the absolute worst player rated on the entire NFL. I mean, there are some crappy guys out there. Amongst everyone, I was rated the absolute worst. I have received the impression that you feel I'm lacking in the agility category. I should consider a walk through my living room where I don't crash through a wall or kick over furniture a resounding success. My agility rating on your game is a 33. It makes it sound like I just topple over if I start walking too fast. Ted Washington is rated a 40 in agility. He is listed at 365 pounds. If Ted Washington tied a white lady up and made her wear a metal bikini, he'd look just like Jabba the Hutt. John, you're such a butt. I also noticed that my kick return rating was a 0. A rated a freaking 0? So you feel I shouldn't even receive a 10 or a 5? You were pretty much saying that I couldn't even fall forward on anything in my direction. I would just stand there and let the ball bounce off my freaking face. Forget that, John. I returned an onside kick 6 yards in 2002. You've just slapped a -4 on me and had the EA staff ambush me with paintball guns. Finally, I would like to comment on an unlikely topic, my past coverage ratings. I see that I'm better at man-to-man coverage, 31, than zone, 21. Forget me sideways with a lunchbox. Where did these scores even come from? How much time is spent coming up with past coverage ratings of the offensive lineman? Can I have that job? Let's see here. I think Orlando Pace would be slightly better at jumping immediate routes than Larry Allen. While I'm at it, I can assign the passing ratings for offensive linemen as well. I can use mine as a guide. I was rated with a throwing power of 17 and accuracy of 16. Orlando Pace has a 22 power and a 17 accuracy rating. Did someone at EA really put the time into figuring out that Orlando Pace edges out Ethan Albright in both throwing power and accuracy? I'll challenge him any day. My horrible passer ratings are the greatest misfortune to my son, Redbeard Jr. The poor boy is not only hideously ugly and covered by freakishly large freckles, he also has to suffer through playing catch with me and my senile, elderly, woman-type passer ratings. A session of tossing the pigskin usually consists of me missing my boy by 30 yards in sporadic directions. I led him to the front of a fire truck once and my wife kicked my butt. This is because of my 76 toughness rating. Yes, a 76 is far better than other ratings, but I'm a freaking lineman, dang it. NFL linemen are considered to be synonymous with toughness. According to your game, dumb, uncoordinated, and a coward that can't fail on a kickoff, throw, or spell. I am, however, slightly better at manning up on the receiver than dropping into zone coverage. You lose your mind more and more each year, old man. Forget you, John. Please expect to find red pews in various meals you may consume for the rest of your life. If you mess with Ethan Albright, you call down the thunder. Rotten in hell, Ethan Albright.
So, man, that was the PG rating. So, for everybody else on the podcast, go find this. You could type in Evan Albright, find that little jewel right there, and have some fun with it. I'm just like wow. And when I first read it from my boy Hank, who told me to look it up, I was in tears because more from a fun standpoint, because it is a thing we get into our feelings with our Madden ratings and how we get say judged in a way, and our system, our speed, our agility, or catching the ball, all that gets what's the word, judge, kind of put out there. And so to see if we're fast, if we're tall, if we're whatever, short, not, it's just interesting. So obviously, I love Madden. I play it all the time, but this is something that was just, I thought it was funny to share. And man, hilariousness going on from my man Evan. He took it to a whole nother level. But now I'm gonna shoot over to videos of current players being asked about their rating. I think it's mostly quarterbacks in this reel that you can find on Instagram. So let me click over to that real quick and share it. And there we go. And let's go. It says I think it starts with Caleb Williams from the Bears and moves on from there. But just again, nothing against EA. I love EA. I'm on Madden. I'd like to. I know they get picked at all the time from all the players that they've had on their games, from basketball to football to soccer. But I'm a fan. I'm a first generation Madden. So me having my boy read that video or read that passage, there's nothing with me against them. No, I'm for Madden. I love playing it. I got both games right now, ready to play and tee them up later tonight. So, but just something a little fun and a little action there. But now here, listening to the current players and how they feel about their ratings.
A 90 overall, my friend. What is the thing you're working on that will go up during the season?
If I get my completion percentage, I'll be a 99. I don't throw picks. I'm not a pick guy. I've never been a pick guy. Throw a few more touchdowns and keep the picks down. I'm gonna shoot up.
You're just gonna sit on this Zoom all quiet, like you don't have the strongest arm in the NFL in Madden?
Yeah, I got more work to do. So yeah.
Well, I need to know the reaction. Madden contacts you. Is it a phone call? Is it an email? Did you believe it? 99 throw power rating.
Did I believe it? Yeah, because I got the strongest arm.
I have some Madden news for you. You are the #1 strong safety.
Okay.
In the game. What do you think you are overall?
I don't know. They probably got me like 92, 93.
93. You're the highest rated charger in the game.
I feel like
now, I played against Darwin. He's legit Madden player, current player that he plays a lot in the tournament during COVID year. I think he probably been his rookie or second year in the league. And he ended up winning that tournament.
99, 92.
My man Saquon plays. He's talking about his overall.
To give you some finish drive versus you've done it all.
I love Madden. Shout out to Madden. I'm part of that fraternity forever.
Strongest offensive player in Madden 27.
I remember when I first had low 50s rating.
So he was an old lineman, low 50s his rookie year when he got to the Eagles.
Rating is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Your overall Madden 27 rating is 94. That's tied for the 4th best defensive tackle in the game. Do we need to call up Ocho?
I feel good about it. I think.
And Ocho, if y'all don't know, Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco, he is like the Madden ratings agent.
At 94. I just feel like I don't have a tie.
I think EA hired.
I'm tied with good company.
Madden's
he's
ratings
their,
week is here. You are a 90 overall, my friend.
like
What is the thing you're working
for
on that
hire
you know will go up
adjuster
during the
that
season?
makes
If I get my completion
corrections
percentage,
to
I'll be a
players
99. I don't throw picks. I'm not a pick guy.
and
I've never been
the
a
players' ratings during the season. So that's what Chad Johnson has been able to get a job. I hope he's getting paid, to have that job. So we have Mo Luther says PFF grades and much more important these days. the pro football passer ratings and not passer ratings, but the PFRP leagues of fantasy football. That's what you're referring to, Mo. Appreciate that. But yeah, it's just a little. I say a little fun. Adult humor, if anything, going on here with Madden. But for the players of all 32, we get that Madden. That when that Madden drops every year, I didn't care. Other than I take that back. I'm lying. I did care. It was my speed rating would always get. It was a 90. It would be either a 90 at 90 or between 90 and 95, which I always thought I was faster because obviously my pro day I ran a 4.17 and 4.18. So I'm gonna always say this. And I figured, come on, I got to be more like a 97, 98, 99 speed rating. I also had plenty of runs over 50 yards, of my career. I know I could count maybe 3 right off the top of my head. A couple of them against Detroit, one against the Cowboys, and then one against the Broncos. So 90, that was a 98 one. Cowboys was 90. And I think I had an 85-yard touchdown run against Detroit Lions. So speed rating got to be up with a 90 back then, EA and crew. But it's just a game, it's a little fun in games for us, and hopefully it's fun in games for them. So on that note, we'll head over to the Digital Divide Initiative. Let me click that. I didn't even get it up ready. Oh, you know what? I will talk about it. So if you could head over to the Tiltify link right here on the top. If you look over the other side of the screen, you scan that QR code. I think that's it. Hold up. I got other media assets I'll put up here. I'm not sure if that's it or not. If it is, oh no, here it is right here, Tiltify. Boom. Right above me, you scan that QR code, you could go to the Digital Divide. The Digital Divide is my fundraising effort, nonprofit effort with bringing esports labs to high schools, middle schools, universities. Menominee College in Menominee, we just opened up one. If you look at my social media from a few weeks ago, myself and Stay Plugged In team, which I'm a part of, we opened up their esports lab about 3 weeks ago now, and they are now going through the process of bringing classes and curriculum to that room along with an esports team as well. So with the Digital Divide Initiative, you click the link in, or you scan that QR code right there, and you can get yourself a t-shirt and a donation. You donate to get the t-shirt, and that t-shirt will have on there myself saying that I'm the all-time leading wrestler. So I think a nice little keepsake for big help in this area is huge. And I'm working with so many groups to bring more esports labs to Boys and Girls Clubs, to high schools, to middle schools, to small universities, or even big universities. Wherever I could chip in, that's my goal. And we did my first one. I'm looking to do more. We have some other schools and areas on the list for next year. So I'm looking at 2 more places to drop. And if y'all have any suggestions in your area where you live, if you know of a place like a Boys and Girls Club or a middle school or a high school that needs help bringing technology like PCs and printers and the esports concept to that place, please reach out to me. Go to my Instagram or go to my TikTok, drop a message in there and say, hey, I know a school, or I know a Boys and Girls Club or a YMCA that might need some help doing this. Let me know, and that's where the Digital Divide will come in and help out as best way we can, myself and Stay Plugged In, and the Native Youth Foundation also. All right, so on that note, we're moving. Where are we moving now? Down to this week in esports history. What we got going on this week here? Let me go to my banners here. I said Digital Divide. Boom, put that up there. Let that run for a second. So, Akido, you are actually up there with me in Menominee. So what was some of your takeaways being up there and watching everybody come through the space that 3-4 hour session that we had?
It was fun. I mean, it was really cool to see like what it looks like from an esports room with being built from the ground up. I talked with the guys that stay plugged in. They were really super helpful, and I was able to interact with kids and kind of jump in the mix myself regarding some drone flight simulation. It was really cool the setup that they had. I know Amon jumped in. I was there taking photos, doing photography and stuff as well. Just getting him interacting with the kids, showing them like what we're able to do to get them on a simulation, and they were able to go outside and then actually fly a drone themselves. And the program with the drone simulation is aimed to help them get their license, which I actually have too. So building real world skills that these kids in different at ways that an esports room might not be traditionally considered to be used. Like it's not just gaming, but Stay Plugged In focuses more on careers, and kind of just letting kids and college students find their passion. Like, okay, so if you like playing shooting games and flying, drones and stuff on there, how about you do a simulator to flying a real drone to like using that in a career field? So really playing on kids' interest. And that's something that I didn't have, necessarily growing up. I know Amon and that we would have been, over the moon. So the fact that these resources and scholarships are available and putting and playing video games in a negative light into more of a positive light, and like utilizing things that kids are interested in to keep them engaged. That's what the startup Stay Plugged In. That's what Amon obviously supports. And then being a part of that is really cool for me as well. So those are my takeaways.
Thank you very much there, Akido. And so on that note, we head to this week's in esports going on today. So this week we got the EWC still going on, and I think it might have been a correction or a misspell of being in Riyadh. So I think, because I know it started in France. I don't think they went back moving there. So I believe it's still in France. So we have the Esports World Cup taking place in France, and we have Counter-Strike 2 going on, Dota 2, the international going on as well, Rocket League, League of Legends, some of their summer split tournaments that I say eventually figure out who is the best in the world in these games here. So you, like I mentioned, Counter-Strike 2, which is the newer of the fewer of the two shooter games there, Counter-Strike 1 and 2, and then Dota, their national featuring top 16 teams. The tournament is a Swiss stage and playoff preparation phase at that moment, with a prize pool of $1.6 million base, and the total expected to increase via community contribution, so they could end up winning more. Esports World Cup got Rocket League going on, and that continues from it started back on August 16th into the qualifiers, and the top teams progressing leading up to the key matches here in the next few days. League of Legends, and then other fun titles like Rainbow Six Siege has their finals, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 as well. And then to wrap it up, we have, I think is here at the bottom anymore. Nope, that's all. Yeah, that's all the titles there for esports events around the world there over in France, is because stuff going on in the Middle East they can't be doing down there, trying to play video games in France. So no video games for them in that space down there. And on that note, we're headed to a commercial here. Good sponsor of the show, Lucid Sound Headsets, has been donating and helping out my events all year long, so appreciate them. And here is a big quick spot from them. See you in a few seconds. Level up your game with Lucid Sound, the next evolution in gaming audio. Whether you're Team Xbox or PlayStation, Lucid Sound has you covered with premium wireless headsets for Xbox Series X, S, Xbox One, PlayStation 5, and PS4. Hear every step, every shot, and every detail loud and clear. Comfort meets clarity. Game with Lucid Sound. Got the best thing on social media coming up at you as I hit the intro. It's going to be a fun thing that's going on this Friday, by the way. So let y'all know.
You're so dumb. Got him. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, you're going to have time for this right here. It's going to be this Friday from 2 p.m. Central Standard to 4 p.m. So it's going to be a quick tournament. We have with the PFRP Gridiron Gaming, we're going to be playing with Samaritas, which is a nonprofit group out of the state of Michigan in the Detroit area, helping out kids in terms of foster homes and mental health awareness and stuff of that nature. So we're going to be playing Madden. Myself and a few other former NFL guys will be jumping on. I know Kendall Vickers, Charles James, Tyrone Crawford, to name a few, myself as well. Tony Ortiz, my old college teammate, who's definitely, I know, getting ready to try to kick my butt or get a dub in this tournament. But it's going to be a fun one. We got kids involved. We're going to be playing basically just a little bit of football. We're going to like alternate halves. So I think the kids going to play the first half, and then I'm like myself and Tony and crew will play the second half. And I think it's going to be a fun thing for me because I'm a Madden guy. Like I mentioned, I like to play Madden, and now I get to pass the torch and teach some kids how to get their game tight on Madden, and obviously get to know them and have a good time. So I'm super excited about this, and it's something, a big event on the list. And this is a year-over-year thing that the Pro Football Retired Players Association is looking to do. I'm part of the board, so to have this continuing, we're not only helping former athletes when they come out the game, but also helping young adults and young kids grow up in the space and learn from ourselves of how to compete and how to be, I say, good humans, Akido. You know what I'm saying? So best thing.
Draft coming up too, right?
Oh yeah, and the best thing I've seen on social media right there. And then also next week, to clip that off of the screen there, as Akido mentioned, we got fantasy. So the fantasy, I got the t-shirt on right now, Fantasy Boss League. So we got the Fantasy Boss League, which we'll be doing simultaneously a draft for that. I'm doing 2 drafts that night. We're gonna do ours for the Mon Green TV. So if you're into fantasy football, we're gonna do our ESPN. I believe it was ESPN or Yahoo. Akido, you remember? It's one of the two. It's either ESPN or Yahoo, and then we're gonna do the Fantasy Boss draft as well. So that's gonna be 2 drafts starting at 7:30 Central Time on was it Tuesday? Is it next Tuesday? Yeah, it's next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, right around the corner. Was that?
You got links so that I can look up or drop?
No links yet. I don't think so. Let me look at my Discord real quick. Maybe in my text messages. Nope, I don't have nothing right away. But I could get something to you though. Yeah. Join the Discord so you could be a part of the Fantasy Football League for the Mon Green TV Fantasy Football League, and then the Mon Green TV Fantasy Boss League too, where it's NFL meets Pokemon. Then you get the players. You're gonna have maybe Bijan be a steel type, Pat Mahomes be a water type, things of that nature, and balling out of control. I don't see Pat Mahomes as a water type. I see him as like a, what is it? Is it grass or tree or earth?
Yeah, grass type.
I
think on there it might be earth though.
Yeah, I see Pat Mahomes as an earth type Pokemon, slinging the ball around as he does, So that's why I see him. And then like a Bijan, you got OG John said he's a flopper type. What's a flopper type, Akido?
I don't know. I think he's
Oh, flopper, like flop. Oh Lord, ain't that an NBA thing? Flopping? I don't see Pat Mahomes flopping. I think he definitely won't be a flopper in playing basketball or anything like that. I'm trying to see what we got coming up next year. But yeah, I was trying. Obviously, Derrick Henry, he would be, what's Blastoids?
water.
He's what? No, he's more powerful than that. What's something like Charizard is fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's a fire type. Let's say, what's the most powerful type in Pokemon world?
I wouldn't say there's the most powerful type. They're all pretty balanced. Dragon type's pretty good. Steel type's pretty good.
So I'll say Derrick Henry would be a steel type for sure. Flying type for Henry. For Derrick, he's fighting type for Henry.
Fighting type.
That's a good one. Okay, I would say that. I would agree with the fighting, or what I just said. What did I just say? Steel type, because he's, people can't tackle him. He's like a robot, a big machine, kind of like what I used to do, but I wasn't that big. If I just imagine if I was that big, I was 6'4", 250, and just as fast and dangerous.
Watching those clips of you yesterday, you definitely like a fighting or a steel type or a combination.
It would have been a problem. Like I was already a problem, but then add 4 inches to me, and like I was 220, so add 40 pounds to me. Ooh, what's up, iCampo? How you doing? Bro, your thighs are huge. He said, bro, your thighs are huge. He said, dude, we were watching clips. Yeah, we were checking them out. Oh, man. So edit to the next. So this week in in video game history, and I didn't know this. One of my boys, one of my teammates was actually on the cover of a Madden. But it was on PC. That's where I think I missed it. So my man Dorsey 11, hold up. Oh, man. Where is nope. Did I put it in here? Nope, I'll forget about it. Well, we in first time streaming in a while. It's been like a month since I streamed. I didn't realize that, but here we go. Let me get him on here. But yeah, Dorsey 11 this week in video game history. Madden 2000 came out on PC, and my boy Dorsey's on the cover of it. I was like, oh, and you know what happened that year, Akido? Unfortunately, he got hurt that year.
Oh dang! Like the Madden curse.
Yes, and like few years later, and you've probably seen this on my social media. It got posted. I posted this a few weeks ago that I was asked to do Madden like 2003, going into 2003 season, or 2000 going into the 2004 season, and I turned it down just for that reason, because I didn't want to put my teammates be mad at me because I decided to go on Madden cover and then I get hurt. It was a curse thing. I didn't know Dorsey was on the PC version of that. So it was just looking up like, oh my God, he was on the cover, and he got hurt that year. He got hurt against the Dolphins. He had sprained an MCL, and pretty much that changed the tide for things, for myself. So it was just interesting. So yeah, just seeing that, right? It's crazy. So the Madden curse had players shook. And I wonder about NBA players, because they had NBA Live around that time. So I wonder if NBA players had the same mind, like was all kind of spooked out because of players being on the EA Live Madden or NBA cover. Right. I wonder if NBA. So next NBA player I see, I'll ask them that question. And another fun game that came out that year here for video games, history in video games. We got NFL Blitz 2000. Now I know I was on this game. I mean, I wasn't on the cover, but I definitely was on this one too. This was the fun beat them up, smash them up, throw them in the stands game right there. And that's a Buccaneer on the cover. There's no player in particular. And look at those spikes. Those are like 1/4 inch spikes, or almost an inch spike on that Akido, if you could see that on the screen there. That's crazy. Those are some big spikes right there. So, all right. So heading on down the road here, wrapping up the show. Like I said, this first show is in about a month. I've been on the road, been to some great places. So check out my social media. I went to South Dakota. Actually got this chance to see Mount Rushmore. I went through the Lakota lands, which is called the Badlands, and it looks like Tatooine. If you're a Star Wars fan, you know how Tatooine looks like. That's what the Badlands look like. It's dirt, it's deserty. It has a little bit of foliage. That means plants and trees. Man, I saw wild horses for the first time. Just gallivanting free. They were just doing their own thing, chilling in the Badlands. And so the Badlands is I think Lakota territory. That's their reservation territory, which is like almost 2 million acres. Wow. That's a lot of land, bro. A lot of land. And obviously it's just crazy when you see it in person. When you're there in person, it was nice and warm. We walked up the mountain and like climbed on the. So when you see my post, I put some of it in the Discord too. I think you probably saw it already, Akido. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I think you and Mr. Ken, your camera over there would have been in happy mode, because stuff was just amazing, graphic wise. And it was, I can't wait to go back, because I'll be back. I'll probably be back next year to do another football camp with the tribe, the Lowell Borough tribe that I did in South Dakota. So, all right. So that was a very cool experience there. So that was super fun. So now we're headed over to games of the week here. So let me get set up for that. And on that note, we'll take it to another little break here in the action with our people at Stay Plugged In. See y'all in a few seconds. Looking to turn your passion for gaming into a college opportunity? Stay Plugged In is the premier platform connecting esports players with college programs nationwide. Whether you're grinding on Valorant, Rocket League, or Overwatch, Stay Plugged In gives you the tools to showcase your skills and earn esports scholarships. Don't just play, get recruited. Visit staypluggedin.com and start your journey to the next level today. All right, on that note, we're heading to game releases. Thank you to shout out to my team out in Stay Plugged In, North Carolina, High Point, North Carolina. What's up? And here he is, game releases, y'all.
Release the games.
I got a good one for y'all.
For the game releases. Game releases.
And we got my favorite genre, who everybody knows that is a repeat offender on this show. I love horror. I love movie horror. I love video game horror, comic book horror. It don't matter. If it's a horror, something horror about it, I watched it, or I want to see it, or I want to get it. So on that note, let me bring in this game here that is coming out this week. It comes out, I think, tomorrow. Let me just hit play right here. Let the game tell it, okay? And I'll talk a little bit. You hear me? All right.
We don't have a choice.
We got the Sinking City Part 2. So it's a Part 1 to this. I need to look up.
We've seen a lot of things, done a lot of things, but this is something else. Please don't touch that. I don't know if I'm doing any of this right, Faye, but I'm trying.
Ooh, see the monsters right there? Don't even look right. Ouch. Oh, shotgun to the chest right there.
I love you, Faye. More than anything.
What?
When
Did
I'm
she
done
have
there,
snakes in her head?
I guess.
Did I see that? We got a little bit of Resident Evil going on and Silent Hill all mixed into one right there. I'll let that just run in the background, but we had a little bit of everything going on there, Akido. So this is the Sinking City 2. It's going to be on PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC on Steam. And then when I see it, oof, I like it. A lot of blood, a lot of gore. So in the caption, it says, take a look at the launch trailer of the Sinking City 2, a third-person narrative-driven action adventure developed by Frogwares. Players will explore the city of Arkham. Oh, I wonder if that's a DC reference. As it recedes into the depths of horror itself. Manage inventory, solve puzzles, and take out enemies of nightmares. That's all right. So the game is out. It's available now. So it came out earlier this week. So there you go. Good game of chaos, blood and guts. Akido, what's your read on this? I gotta hear it.
No.
No. Nope. As he said in the chat, nope.
I'm gonna give everyone who likes these types of games a little tip from Akido. If a woman is lost to monsters and all that stuff, bye.
Don't pay attention to it. Walk away.
I've seen some stuff. I think it was Resident Evil 8, where you go into the mansion. Oh, my girlfriend's lost in there or something, and then he goes in, and then the door locks. I'm like, you messed up. Hey, Ron, you done messed up.
Hey, Ron, that's a good one. She has snakes. She has snakes in her hair. She got like Medusa thing going on there.
They got too much going on. They got dudes coming out of portals. You got dudes going. And what you got? Like a handgun?
We don't have a choice.
That's it.
A handgun and a shotgun.
This is because you look like an Indiana Jones type. So there ain't no. You just got a handgun, maybe a shotgun, maybe.
I mean, realistically, like you going up against the demons of hell, unless you're like the Doom Slayer and you got like a BFG. Or if you're Master Chief, like, bro, you're a detective, and this is like your part-time job. Like, I mean, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you get her. I hope you get whatever you're trying to do. I wish you well. I ain't gonna be controlling you while you do it. All right. Like, I already went through that in Resident Evil. We played Resident Evil 2 the last time for Halloween. You can go back and look at the VODs from that. We had to use an infinite ammo pack thing because finding bullets,
it's rough.
The struggle was
you gotta
real.
make bullets in Resident Evil. So.
Oh yeah, that was dumb too. It was like you got to get a plant, and then I was trying to ask questions, and everyone's like, "Alan, stop asking questions." I was like, "So you have to find a plant, and then I can make the bullets from the plant?" And they're like, "Yeah, you have to make health from the plant." I'm like,
"They're not gonna make it easy on you. You know that."
I just want to know how physically that's possible. That's all I'm just trying to say. I'm just like, is that how your police department like makes new bullets.
Yeah, pretty much. They make you make them. So yeah, for that Seeking City, the Seeking City 2, don't get caught up in the waves. You like that little tagline I put on there? Don't get caught up in the waves. All
They're
right.
gonna get caught up by Satan.
They're gonna get caught up by something if you don't try to finish the game. It's right. It is not good for you.
I'll stick to Gears of War if I'm gonna deal with that. At least they're equipped. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they got the chainsaw, the chainsaw gun. The gun don't get any better
I'm looking
than
at
that.
that Lancer right over there. The gold one you got. I mean,
Yeah.
we good to go.
Yeah.
No, we're good.
It doesn't get any better than that. When I first played Gears of War and I saw that chainsaw gun, I was like, look, there's no other game better than no other gun in a video game at that time. I think still to this day, that doesn't get better than that. Like you missed the shot, that's okay. You just run up on them and cut them and slice them up real quick. You know, get real surgical with it.
And then they had the one with the retro Lancer with the spike on the benet or whatever it's got.
The beignet, or is it a beignet?
Bayonet.
No, that's a bayonet. Pastry. I messed that up. There you go. So yeah, bayonet. That's what it was. My bad.
Yeah, you can just run up, use a roadie run and stab him like that. I'm like, all right, cool, bet I can work with that.
Right. Oh man. So we're coming at the end of the show. Wrap it up. Got a fun conversation coming about this Halo series episode 1.
Oh boy.
I know this wasn't I'll say Akido's favorite episode. Let me share the screen back up. He was over the fence about it because he'll explain. I don't need to take the words out of his mouth. But this is our new What's on Stream series we're watching this week, or this week's ahead. We have 8 episodes to watch. We finally got episode 1 in a few weeks ago. And in this episode, obviously, it's the biggest stuff that you find when you're watching a Halo series, right? You're gonna see Master Chief. You're gonna see the Covenant come in right there and attack the humans that are trying to survive and live, and the Covenant come in hardcore. But then also, later in the episode, you find out, the upbringing of Master Chief as you did in the video games and all that stuff. But then also the training, as that is right there, and his backstory, as we know. If you are a Halo fan like me, you know everything about the Spartan, and especially John 117. All right. So there you go. On it, I say for the action and everything else, in terms of the episode itself, some of the storylines we got, obviously, as we know, government not to be trusted in some ways, because they're doing stuff like that. Often that's way worse than what we've probably experienced. But the Covenant 2 coming in, so you got 2 factions of powers. You got the Covenant, you got the government of the world in this series, covering up things. You got John, Master Chief John 117, trying to be the weapon of truth, I guess. And then you have the humans that he's helping eventually, trying to survive, and also working along with later in the episode, we find out. So it's a lot of this, it's a lot of this discovering of everything in this episode, obviously, because it's episode 1. So you're learning everything about where everything's taking place, when the Covenant hit, why and what is a Spartan and all that stuff. And then obviously what's going on with the people that's trying to survive in the chaos between the government and the UNMC, that is the government behind it, the army behind it as well, where they're, same thing as almost in real life. Cover up this, cover up that. Don't tell them this, don't tell them that. And now you got big problems because Covenant's coming down, kick and tell. But then also the big one that I know Akido's ready to give his 15 cents on, when Master Chief takes off his helmet in the first episode. Right away, don't mess around and got to it, because that was something that we never saw in the video game series. So I think I said enough. I'll let my man Akido chime in here on his thoughts of episode 1 here.
I'm with them on. It was me. I forget who else was on the party watching this.
I think it was Atomic, Naughty, maybe. Oh, yeah, Eeyore. He was
and Eeyore came in at the last bit because I know he would have had words most of the time. There was somebody, I think it was Horseboat.
Right.
Horseboat was
yes, it was.
So I mean, we knew his helmet and stuff was going to come off. I think this is going into the next episode because we didn't see any of this yet. It wasn't bad. The action was awesome, and whatever else, but I think you got to go into it with an open mind. Me and Ahman had this conversation yesterday. We saw a movie. We saw Into Oak Street, and I think when you're looking at media, and you like he was telling me, like Alan, bro, you can't have this preset notion of how things are gonna be. Even though you know bro's gonna take off his helmet, you can't write off the show. I'm like, I bet. Let me go ahead and just shut my mouth, give it a shot. From an action standpoint, from someone who has not seen Halo or know anything about Master Chief, they're gonna really enjoy this series so far. It feels like almost like a Mando vibe, but when Mando takes it off, you're like, oh, he ain't never gonna take it out, whatever else. Spoilers, I guess, for that. Whatever. But it's kind of that vibe. It's the Halo you know and love. They changed some things, and I know the Halo community is super nitpicky. Like, man, why Cortana got to look like that? Man, that's not how Halsey is supposed to be. Man, they could have done this, or what armor is he wearing? Like, the Halo community will nitpick the crap out of this show. But if you're looking at it,
I agree with that.
If you're looking at it just from a show with a story, with a dude in a cool suit who's just doing what he's got to do, you'll like the show. If you're looking at it from a Halo perspective, just chill for a minute, let it ride out at least for a couple more episodes. I had some questionable, questions about why Master Chief does what he does, but I mean that is in line for his character. So, that's just a personal gripe, but I think the show overall is pretty good so far. I give it like a 6.
Episode 1?
I give it.
Or just the series itself. We can wait till
I've only seen episode 1.
Wait till this is episode 1, so you give it a 6 out of 10.
I give it like a 6.
Okay, we'll do the big overall grading at the end for all the episodes. But for me too, I would say starting off at the box, I give it a 7, 8. I give it a 7.5 out of 10 on that.
That's about right.
So because I knew right away that the helmet was coming off. I didn't think it would come off. I actually was surprised. Episode 1 that the helmet came off. I knew it was going to come off eventually, but not more like halfway through the series. But they did it right off the jump. I get it from a writer standpoint, maybe doing stuff like that, ripping the Band-Aid off type of situation. Do it, get it over with, and then let's deal with the repercussions later from the audience, from the fans. And of course, there were a lot of fans like, no, it's not what you're supposed to do, and I was like, whatever, it is what it is. I knew it was coming, not right away, but it came. And so, but for everything else, I'm excited about, to see the series coming into fruition, because we've been waiting on things like Gears of War movie, we still haven't gotten, and just different, I say, feedback on why we don't have Gears of War movie or series or anything of that matter when it should have been done a long time ago. But we got Halo right, I won't say right away, but right before Infinite hit. I think in 2021. I think this. It's not that. This is right after Infinite hit. So this is a few years after Infinite got going. So to bring this into now, and the actor that played Master Chief, I was another surprise there. Not saying he could have it, but just to say that because he's a newer actor, he's a young guy, and so to get a big role like that for him, I know that was a big job and a lot of a good payday too, and then obviously popularity. So, I seen that an actor, I can't think of his name right now, but he was also in Orange is the New Black as well. He had started there. That's where I saw him for the first time, and so pretty cool. So we got in the chat, we got Loner Next Door. What's up, man? You must have just got out of school, or you're in college now. I know you're somewhere up there. And then Meteor Gun 7, what's up? Double Trouble. All right, but yeah, that is. I say, you got anything else you want to add, Agado?
If you want to join the Discord and watch this with us,
let's do that.
Yeah, because we'll post the Discord link. If you've been watching this, you should already have it. I know I posted it earlier, but it's just a cool watch party. We just go ahead, even if you don't have the subscription. We were streaming it, whatever else, so we can all just sit in the chat and watch it and kind of give our comments or mute, as it goes along. So you guys are more than welcome to join. Or we've been playing Halo Campaign Evolved. We started the 3 bonus missions for that. It was me, Andrew or Eeyore, and Ahman. I think we might get Atomic in here since he got it. But if you guys want to stay tuned and see some gameplay for Campaign Evolved, that'd be dope. On Legendary, we're going through it on first time through, so that's pretty cool. I found out yesterday they patched one of the achievements that we could cheat to get the Legendary All Skulls on achievement done, but knowing us, we're going to want to do it the hard way and wear it like a badge of honor anyway. So I would just stay tuned for all of the Halo stuff between the show and then just jumping in with us. We got Halo Infinite and everything else. If you need to stay up to date on what codes, I posted the codes before that were all available for armor and stuff. So just stay tuned, keep watching us. It's been a minute. We're happy to see everybody. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, we're happy to be back in the seats doing the podcast. Like I said, been on the road for quite a good 2.5, 3 weeks, but it was good stuff. Like I said, football camp, girls and boys flag football camp in South Dakota in Lowell Borough Reservation, not far from Pierre, South Dakota, which officially has the smallest airport terminal that I've ever landed in. And then after that, I went to Kansas, Marietta, Kansas, to the esports camp there, second year of the esports camp there at the Boys and Girls Club. So shout out to Joanna and my man Cody Wilson and Luis and Talon that helped us coached the camp with myself. We went over and we had a good camp of kids. Look at my social media. I posted that yesterday. Follow up on that. And that's, what I do, coach kids in terms of esports, football, baseball, basketball, Marvel Rivals, Mario Kart, Madden, 2K. I make it happen. All right. So, but fun trips and look to repeat and be there next year and keep growing what I'm doing there. But that's what we do here on the Gamers Lounge podcast. We talk video games, we talk sports, we talk everything. And also, looking and getting into some more fundraising efforts with the digital divide. And also now my new journey down that Parkinson Road as well. We'll be developing fundraisers to raise awareness and raise money for the foundation in terms of my foundation and the Michael J. Fox Foundation will be coming down the line here in the next month or two. So we got to take my time, plan it out. It's a lot of things got to go through, phone calls, emails, got to answer to get stuff set up, but it will be getting set up real soon. I'm gonna be super excited about, helping out the cause in that aspect too, and what I can bring to the awareness game in chronic illness and things that are going on out there in people's lives. So one thing I'm gonna say, talk about it. I always ask people how they're doing, so what is going on in your friend's life or family member's life. You never know if you don't ask. All right. So we're back after a month. I think this was a pretty darn good stream, and right on the little bit over an hour standpoint, not bad at all. We'll get back on our groove of this in the next week. Next week we'll be back on as well. Akido will be back home in Wisconsin, but that's okay. We'll make it happen. He says, Ahman can always give you some good advice too. Yep, I can. I can help out there. All right. So appreciate everybody tuning in. We're on LinkedIn. We're on YouTube. We're on X, Twitch, and also Instagram. And like I said, this Friday, 2 p.m., Gridiron Gaming on Twitch. We'll be playing Madden, having a little fun, getting the game. So hopefully I'm going to go work for a dub. Got to play a little Madden tonight, get the rust knocked off. I've been playing college football, so I'm already kind of de-rustified. So now I just got to, get some game plan together on how I'm going to plan to attack some of my college and NFL brethren that's going to be playing in this tournament. All right. And teach some of the kids that are playing with us some of the skills, or they're going to probably teach me something, here in Madden on Friday afternoon. So everybody have a great rest of your day here on all those platforms that I just mentioned. And if you're new to the stream, again, sub on the Twitch channel, sub on the YouTube, go follow on X and Instagram. And I'm also on TikTok. That's Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge on TikTok and on Instagram as well. Ahman Green TV here on Twitch, Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge on YouTube, and just Ahman Green on LinkedIn. It's that business, keeping it professional and that's the Digital Divide Initiative link that Echo just popped in there, and also the QR code you can scan right here over my head, pointing right at it right there. Scan that, get you a t-shirt, and donate to the Digital Divide Initiative as well. And we'll have other initiative and fundraisers of coming up down the line when I say locked in with all the help I'm getting with the Parkinson's journey that I'm on, and fundraisers that I'll be doing there as well, coming real soon. All right. So appreciate everybody coming in today, and thank you for jumping in. And I will say, I want to say this right. Yakoki, which is, I think, bye-bye. I got to find the definition on that again. So thank you for joining in the Mind Greens Gamers Lounge, where gaming, sports, and life collide. We hope you enjoyed the show. Got your daily dose of gaming goodness and insightful conversation. Be sure to follow us, like I mentioned, on social media. Subscribe already to the podcast, and join our community of gamers in the Discord. Please do that. And until next time, keep gaming strong, stay passionate, and always ask somebody how you doing. Ask them how they doing. So this is Ahman Green and my man Akito Chinaru. Say game on, signing off, and game on. And yes, we're gonna kick this off. We're gonna raid out to my man. I guess Pooch is on. Pooch 3255. All right. So let me get as Akito gets that going, I'll get the music going. First, get the music going. Music, don't you? I know I do. Get the Discord, join the Discord. Are we good? All right, we raiding out. All right. Oh. Yep, I'm taking it out. Oh, no, not that. I'll do this.